Greetings from my office on the outskirts of Harare. I just want to tell you, I am so excited. So excited. 1966, I was 12 years old and I went to the Okavango for the first time in my life. Went with Dr. John Condi and my teacher from Falcon College, Peter Steyn, the great ornithologist. Went there, crossed the Tamalakan River, where the water was absolutely pure. Couldn't believe it. All these lilies and all these birds, all these crocodiles, hippopotamus. It was so exciting in my life. And then it was all brought back to me some years later when my friend, the late great Peter Johnson, the photographer and author, produced a book with Anthony Bannister, The Okavango. I'm looking at it right now. And why I'm excited is because our dear friends B and Stanley have given me the option and the opportunity to produce for them a great commission. They've allowed me to express myself, to bring their dreams, other people's dreams to reality through silver sculptures. So I love this place, absolutely. All the little frogs on these lilies, these are the called blue water lilies. And I just want you to imagine the serenity of the swamps with these lilies on the still, pure water. All these water creatures beneath the lilies and above the lilies. And I'm going to take everybody who sits at that table as a guest of B and Stanley, I'm going to take them on a safari, on an expedition. We now have moved from the drawings and the ideas into the practical making of originals of these pieces in wax. And what we're going to do is we're going to cover these wax pieces with plaster and we're going to burn them out in an oven, Koch's oven. All the wax will come out of the plaster and we're going to melt silver and pour it into the hollow of that plaster, which will be the hollow cavity of this, fill it up and we're going to have a wax piece. But all the detail is put on here. And I must thank my son Patrick for rendering all of those veins in there. And the little ideas that we've had of putting painted tree frogs, reed frogs on the piece, another little reed frog underneath there, and some snails under huge detail. So even a person without the sense of sight can feel, touch every part of this sculpture and all the other sculptures that make the table collection and go on their own safari. And that's what we want to do. Keep the dream alive of shimmering light on the table, reflecting the Okavango. Herbie is the master man on this workbench in our silver workshops. Herbie, what we're going to do here is we're going to add something. We put a frog on this piece, but now we are going to solder a little snail underneath, hidden, a secret. Another secret on our adventure in the Okavango swamps. And there's a recess here underneath this beautiful textured lily, and I'm going to put that there like that, adjust the snail, and Herbie, if you come and solder that for us there now, please. Thank you. They're going to sit there with the little lights shimmering on the silver lilies across the way, and I'm going to sculpt them and be faithful, absolutely faithful to all the little details. Remember, big commissions for me require a huge amount of concentration, huge amount of passion. Everyone is there for me to produce something in silver that takes 100 people on a safari. Different creatures, different vegetation, different light, different stories, and all in minute, faithful detail. So thanks to you, B and Stanley. Thank you very much for allowing me. I've told you the history of the Okavango, told you what this means to me, and lots of love from Harare. Bye.